From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Oh, he bowls over him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Short little throw to Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Wentz now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a play fake. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Now he's flushed out right. And he finds his target, Ebron. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Touchdown! Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
11 more on that one and another first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Ross Blacklock able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down, and on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deontay Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they take a knee.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Give the sack to Kemoko Turay.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Rodgers. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Wentz, rolling to his right, to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
On first down, it's Watson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Faking the give. Now Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Watson. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up, yeah, they're giving points to the other team.
Second and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Now Watson. Pass complete. Tunyon. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Watson's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Working with his 2nd and 4. Watson to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Here's Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.